Today we're going to be looking at some of the most recent pickups from a lot of different consoles that I picked up over the last probably few months. There are quite a lot of games. I'm excited, so let's get this thing started. What's going on? I'm JonnytheGamer, and like I said, today we're going to be checking out these new pickups. Let's go ahead and start off with my PS3 games that I picked up. So the first game we have is Anarchy Reigns. I remember picking this up at a pawn shop and I thought it looked really interesting. It looks like kind of like a Borderlands type game. It's by Sega and the characters just look really interesting. But yeah, other than that, I don't know much about it, but it looks really cool. I can't wait to try it out. Also not a pickups video if I'm not chain drinking seltzers. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. Second game. We're doing great so far. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. This one looked like Injustice to me. Gods Among Us. I really enjoyed that game, and I saw this and I had to pick it up. I was like, dude, this one looks really cool. It's got Joker, you know, obviously DC characters. I was going to say Marvel characters. It doesn't. That would be cool. I would like to play as SpiderMan beating up Superman or the Flash or something. But next up we have Killzone 2. Haven't played this one. This one kind of has a funny award to me. It's just kind of funny. GameSpot. It says Best Shooter, Best Competitive Multiplayer. Okay, cool. And then this last one here. Most Improved Sequel. It's like, wow, okay. I didn't know that was an award they gave out, but good for you, Killzone 2. I'm looking forward to try out the second one, especially with that Most Improved Sequel award that it received from GameSpot. Next up, still got PlayStation 3. I've got Infamous. This one I've just wanted to play for a long time. I've seen videos on it. It looks really interesting. Discover and learn evolving electrical powers. Have the choice to play hero or anti-hero. I didn't know that. That's cool. Got quite a few PS3 games, but moving on. This one I've also heard very good things about. It is Max Payne 3. Yeah, I found this one the other day, really inexpensive at a pawn shop. I want to say it was just a couple bucks, but I couldn't believe the condition it was in, to be honest. This one's so clean. It just has this one sticker, and it's a GameStop sticker, so I'll probably do another live stream peeling that off. I did a whole live stream where I peeled off all the nasty labels from my entire collection, just saying. So yeah, Max Payne 3. Next up, we have Dead Island Game of the Year Edition. Who doesn't love a good zombie game? I love stuff like this, where it comes with... Oh man, I'm such a sucker for stuff like this. I did it with SpiderMan, I did it with Borderlands, anytime there's like some sort of Game of the Year edition that includes all of this extra stuff. I'm just a big sucker for when you can get so much content packed into one. It's, you know, it's after the game's been released for a while, so they're able to bundle it together. I just really love that. So anyway, moving on. Alright, next up I've got Space Marine, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. The only other Warhammer 40,000 game that I've played is on the PSP. Actually, I don't want to dig it out, but it's in here. It's on this shelf, literally. But I enjoyed that game. It was. Damn it! It's the seltzers. You can't have one of these videos without them. But yes, where was I? I enjoyed the PSP version, which played like Mario vs. Rabbids. I always reference that game, but that's just the only type of game that I've played like that. So it's the only thing I have to go by. So, alright, next up we have XCOM Enemy Within Commander Edition. This one I've heard very good things about, and it is from 2K, which did Borderlands and a lot of other games that I really enjoyed. I love Borderlands so much. I played like all three of them. I just beat the third one. So this one says the ultimate XCOM experience, all new expanded content as well as the elite soldier pack, slingshot, and second wave add-on content. So there you go. There I go again, buying stuff that has like extra content inside, like, as a bonus. So yeah, XCOM Enemy Within. Cool stuff. I think I got 2 of these as well. Next game we have, I think this is my last PS3 game. It is Army of Two, Devil's Cartel. It's kind of funny that I've played PSP versions of these games. Like, I'm obviously really big on the PSP and still trying to play those games, but yeah, this is Overkill Edition. I don't know what that means, but okay, let's see. Overkill Edition. Get early access to new contracts, game-changing weapons, and even more epic destruction. Okay, sounds cool. You got split screen. All right, next we have Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. This one, I picked it up for 2 reasons. Number 1, it was cheap as heck. $5. Number 2, I just kind of like picking up random Wii U games, especially if it's an Animal Crossing game. Like, I couldn't pass on it, and it's got the nice this nice like plastic packaging that the game store was, that this is how they do all their games, and I really like that about that shop, actually. But yeah, I know it's not the best if you're a Animal Crossing fan. I've heard that this is like the worst thing ever, hence why it's $5 probably, but I didn't care. Like I said, I had my reasons, and I do want to try it out. It looks like Mario Party, but Animal Crossing with an Animal Crossing skin on it. So yeah, I will try this out. So the next game is Dead to Rights 2. This one, I don't remember where I got it, and I don't know anything about it as well. Oh, you know what? I think I got it at the same pawn shop. I pick up a lot of games at pawn shops nowadays, because they're just, a lot of times they're in really good condition and the price is right, so why not? So yeah, Dead to Rights 2. Also for the original Xbox, oh, I'm glad I found this one, it's cool. Soul Calibur 2. I have memories of playing a Soul Calibur game. It wasn't this one, but I can't remember which one I played. It was the one with Link. Whichever one had Link is the one I played as a kid. So I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to get it. I really enjoyed that. And I've played a little bit of Soul Calibur with, the ones with Darth Vader and Yoda. I played that one as well. Yeah, Soul Calibur 2. Alright, we have Fable for the original Xbox. You know, it's such a bummer too, because I thought that the Xbox One I have was completely backwards compatible and would be able to play original Xbox titles. Turns out I don't think that's the case. I tried it and my Xbox One was like, nah, bro. No, I'm not doing that. So I do have an Xbox, the original chonker, so I can try to, the only thing is I couldn't get that to work either. It's such a bummer, man. Like, so I don't know if I will have a way to play this. If not, like, I'll try to find a way to play it. But as of now, I have no way to play this, which is sad because it's a classic game. All right, next up. What was that? Next up, we have seltzer drinking. Oh yeah, seltzer. This video's brought to you by S. Pellegrino, son. They gave me a 5,000 sponsorship for this video, not a big deal. Alright, so next up we have Prince of Persia, the original Sands of Time. I know, like, well, the original 3D game, the first 3D Prince of Persia. I might be wrong, but I remember when this thing came out and I played it. It was so much fun. In my quest for redemption, I must control time itself. Yeah, when I played it, I think I played the GameCube version. I've never played it for the PlayStation 2, but I have a working PlayStation 2 in my house, so I will be able to play this one. So I can't wait to get a nostalgia hit and just try this one out. Alright, and then I've got another PS2 game. Got this one from a pawn shop. It is Final Fantasy 12 question mark? I think X2. Is it 10-2? No, it's 10-2. I'm gonna get so wrecked for that one, but 10-2. I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy buff, but I had to pick this one up. I really want to get more into the series. I played a few titles since realizing that, you know, I should play more Final Fantasy. This one has a very cool instruction booklet. I love the artwork on it. So cool. She's got the guns and really good artwork on the disc as well. So I don't know. As far as what I've heard, 10-2 is pretty good. I don't know. You tell me. Alright, moving on. We have a camera lens cover. That's not... Naruto Clash of Ninja. I just recently got into this franchise, actually. I always just never really gave a crap about it, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I've talked about it before on my channel, but I watched like the first episode of the anime and I enjoyed it. And then I played this game for the PS2 that I have for it, and it played a lot like Smash Brothers, and I thought it was great. So I figured, why not, you know, pull the trigger and try another Naruto game. It was also, picked it up cheap, $7. And yeah, this, I mean, it's for the GameCube. Anytime I can pick up a GameCube game that's something that I'm interested in, I'm going to go for it if it's within my price range. Looking forward to trying this one out as well. Again, of course, I'm looking forward. That goes for everything. All right, next we have Rage from the creators of Doom and Quake. So this is one of those mysterious titles to me. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about it, but it says it's an absolute stunner. Winner of more than 20 E3 awards. I didn't know this game did so good, man. I'm so late to so many games, and I have a good reason for, well, not a good reason, but I have a reason for it, and I think I might make a separate video for that. So, anyway, moving on. Next game. Oh, yes, I'm glad I got this one. I found a nice, clean copy of Assassin's Creed 2 on the Xbox 360. So happy. The reason I'm happy about this is because I have had, well, first off, I lost my copy of Assassin's Creed 1 for the Xbox for the longest time, and that was the first game I got for my 360, among others, and I loved that game. Loved the first Assassin's Creed. Played it like nobody's business, and then I got the fourth one, I got the third one, and then, yeah, I was just missing the second one. I didn't have it at all, so, which is hard by today's. If you're a collector, you probably have this in some kind of Assassin's Creed bundle, because they have a ton of those. But yeah, so really happy to finally have this. I'm glad I found just the standalone version of it. Such a good game. Can't wait to play it again. So wow, look at that, a game I've actually played. All right, moving on. Got Halo Reach on the Xbox 360, of course. What else would it be on? Picked this one up at a pawn shop as well. It says it's got a bonus Spartan Recon helmet. Nice. I didn't notice that the first time. You know, with Halo Infinite coming out, well, not soon, but hopefully in my lifetime. I had to get hyped for old Halo games, so I've got a lot more Halo games up there I want to dive into. Oh yes, another one I'm happy that I picked up. I got Bayonetta for the 360. Paid $10 for this, wow. Big spender over here. I mean, for a 360 game. You know what's funny? I actually primarily bought this for the case and the manual because I had the disc laying around, and I played the disc and I enjoyed the game. So, and I know the reputation this game has as well. So yeah, I will probably play it on the 360. And yeah, happy to own that one. Next up, I was happy to find another Spider-Man game, Edge of Time, for the 360. Anytime you come across a Spider-Man game, I am such a big Spider-Man fan, I just pick it up. I don't even think about it. I just grab it if it's in playable condition. And this one looks really cool. That artwork on the front, and then on the back you've got this crazy looking Spider-Man. That looks crazy. He looks like the Punisher Spider-Man or something. Your actions in one world impact the other. Fight with the agility of Amazing Spider-Man and the technology of Spider-Man 2099. What is Spider-Man 2099? I don't know. Next one is The Last Remnant. I have no clue what this is, but it looked so cool. I could not pass that up. I mean, it's even got a shiny, cool cover to it, and it's Square Enix, so how could I not pick this up? It's got this like faux Sephiroth looking guy on the back. So yeah, I just had to pick it up. I had to check it out. It looks really sick. Alright, next we have Fable 3 for the 360. This one at least I could play, but I won't know. I'd rather just start with the first one. I don't know if you can start with Fable 3 and have stuff be ruined. I doubt it. I could probably start with 3 and not be affected. So yeah, I don't know what kind of reputation this game has. I think everybody loves the first one, so. Alright, next we have XCOM Enemy Unknown, and now that I'm thinking about it, that other XCOM might have included this? I don't know. I don't know if it said it did or not, but anyway, yeah, I found 2 XCOM games in the same day. I was pretty happy. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try XCOM out. I want to see what it's all about. I enjoyed Mario vs. Rabbids and that Warhammer 40,000 game that have similar gameplay mechanics. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Okay, are you still with me? We have just a few more to go. Thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure you like the video if you're enjoying it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. This was just another pickup that I needed for my Xbox. I picked up a Patrol Tech controller. It's so cool. Really like it, so nothing much to say about that. It's an Xbox controller. Alright, and then we have SpiderMan for the PS4. Check out this awesome reversible cover for it. I had to flip it over as soon as I saw how cool that picture was, and then the other side as well. It's got the Spider-Man symbol on it with the red background. It was just so cool. I had to flip it around as soon as I got it. And yeah, I blazed through this in a few days. I beat the campaign. This version actually came with the 3 DLC downloadable contents. So I've just downloaded those and I have yet to play them, but this game is like so fantastic. I loved it. It's the best Spider-Man experience I've ever had, for sure. So yeah, gotta love that one. Okay, I have one single 3DS game. I wish I had more, but I just don't see these very often nowadays. Zelda Triforce Heroes. This is a fun little spin-off game of, Zelda. It's really interesting. I like the mechanics. It's pretty fun. It's a nice puzzler. It's kind of like little bite-sized dungeons that you figure out, and it's just a lot of fun. I like it. Alright, next up, moving on, we have my PSP pickups. We got Kingdom of Paradise. This one really surprised me how good the story was. I've looked at this cover since I was a kid, and I just like, oh man, I've always wanted it, and I just never got around to it. And then, sure enough, I pick it up like decades later, and it turns out to be this awesome game. So I definitely recommend this if you see it. It's a really fun game. The combat's solid, the story is solid, the graphics are solid. So it's a really fun game. Alright, next up I found Lumines at Goodwill. This is a puzzle fusion, it's called. It's a puzzle game. It's a bit like Tetris. You have 4 squares as one piece that you're dropping on this grid, and you're just trying to match up all the colors. So yeah, it's a very fun puzzler. I can get lost in this game for hours and just listen to podcasts and music. It's so fun. Alright, next up we have Loco Roco. This one's pretty interesting. You play as like this little blob character, and you absorb all the other little blobs that you collect from like eating these little plant things. So and the music's actually, I like it. Some people might not like it. It's a bit, I guess, childish, but I like it. It's fun. The music's upbeat, and if you want just a colorful, upbeat, fun experience and a unique control, the controls are very unique in the game. You use like the L and R buttons to like tilt the world in order to let gravity move your character, so that's interesting, and yeah, it's a great little game. Okay, so next game we have is another Prince of Persia game. It's called Rival Swords for the PSP. Haven't played this one. I played the other game. I think I beat the other Prince of Persia game for the PSP. But this one's a fairly new pickup, obviously. That's why it's on this video. And I was lucky to get such a clean copy. I have no idea where I got it. That's the weird part. Normally I'm very good at remembering where I got something, because I spend like an hour trying to decide if I want it. So yeah, I don't remember where I got it, but it looks so awesome. It's got that weird shadow guy on the front, and he's fighting him. Just really cool artwork, and yeah, I love the Prince of Persia games, so really glad to have this. Alright, next up we have a pleasant surprise for me. It's been out, it's well known, Ape Escape on the Loose. It's a very good game. Oh man, I recently reviewed this game. I recently beat the game on a live stream. So much fun. I had a ton of fun with it. Oh man, you just go around catching monkeys, and it's a total blast. I loved it. So I've got 2 final games here. I think I saved the best for the last. So they are, this game is called Nayuda no Kiseki, I think. Wow, I butchered that. Nayuda no Kiseki, I believe. It's a Japanese PSP game, so cool. I had one of my viewers recommend this game to me, and I just bought it right away. I believe you can translate it to English. You can like make it play in English, I believe. If not, my girlfriend speaks pretty well Japanese. She can help me if I need help with it, but it just looks incredible. The artwork looks so cool. There's a lot of stuff on the back that's just jam-packed with characters. I mean, it's an anime, of course it's gonna have like that, but thank you, JH, shout out to you for recommending this to me. Can't wait to try it out. And last game is, oh man, Hakuyoki. Yeah, probably butchered that. Demon of the Fleeting Blossom, it's called. I just took a chance on this one. I'd never heard of it, but it was at my local game store, and I was like, you know what? That looks awesome. So I picked it up. Didn't know anything about it. Nobody recommended it to me, but I read the back and I was like, this sounds and looks really fun. So yeah, very cool game to add to my physical PSP collection. Really happy I found this locally. Just, I mean, like I said, I've never even heard of it, but I'm glad I picked it up and I can't wait to try it out. Alright, that does it for my recent game pickups. That was quite a lot, man. I go to thrift stores and pawn shops a lot, and it's just so hard to keep up with playing all these games. I know you're probably thinking like, man, this guy just hoards his games and doesn't play them, and I'm actually trying to work on that. Believe me, I just popped in yesterday the Half-Life 2. This is actually has Portal 1, the first game, and then Team Fortress 2 as well. So I was like, you know what? I need to start playing some of these games, and why not? I just picked a random 360 game, and yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that and keep playing games that I haven't in my collection and try to catch up and maybe slow down on the purchasing. So you might not see, well, you probably will see a pickup video here soon, but just because I can't stop. It's an addiction, man. It's an addiction. I can't stop. So yeah, if you're a collector, you might be familiar with this feeling. Have you ever felt like you're just like hoarding it? It's like not a great feeling when you just feel like you have so many games and they don't really mean that much to you because you haven't played them. Like so many games have just been sitting here, and I just keep picking up new PS4 games because they're brand new and they're just, you know, I can't not try them out. Like SpiderMan, I just wanted to play that so much. So stuff like that keeps getting in the way, and then, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I have a weird past. I might make a video about it, to why I have this weird thing with video games. So yeah, to remedy this, I just decided I've got to do 2 things. Just basically, I've got maybe just one thing. I've got to just go through my collection backlog, start playing them. You know, if I don't even like the game, just trade it for something I actually want. And I gotta tell you, it feels so good to purge your collection. Like, let me show you something real quick. Feast your eyes on this stack. Now, most of these are just sports games, but still, I purged my collection because I'm like, I don't want these. I don't want to play them. There's also like Mafia in there, but some of them are super scratched. I tried to trade them in. You can see on my last video as well that I tried to trade them in. I was unsuccessful, didn't get a dime for them. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to try to either sell them off on eBay, sell them off on OfferUp, or just flat out give them to somebody or throw them away. But whatever I end up doing with these, it just feels so good to like purge your collection. That really remedied the problem I was having of just hoarding too fast without playing them, and then feeling like kind of guilty and weird because I'm like, these are just sitting here. So anyway, I just feel so good to downsize a little bit, and I'm going to continue doing that. I have a bunch of Wii games that I've just looked at carefully, and I'm like, a lot of these I don't think I want. So anyway, I'm rambling a lot. Just basically try to downsize your collection if you don't have games that you play in them, would be the point of that. So, and with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'm sure this was like, I tried to make it as short as I could, but I hope you enjoyed checking out the games that I picked up, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.